Number 8, a candy store makes a 9-pound mixture of gummy candy, jelly beans, and hard candy. The cost of the gummy candy is $2 per pound, jelly beans cost $3 per pound, and hard candy costs $3 per pound. The mixture calls for 2 times as many gummy candy pieces as jelly beans. The total cost of the mixture is $23. How much of each ingredient did the store use? So, might feel a little overwhelmed, but you know, the unit is on system of equations. So at the very least, you know, you need to write a system of equations. What we're talking about in this problem, we're talking about 3 things: gummy candy, jelly beans, and hard candy. So I know I need to write a system of equations. I know there needs to be 3 variables. So let's try and, you want to really take your time and try and stay as organized as possible for these, okay? All right, and I know each sentence is going to give me an equation. So the candy store makes 9-pound mixture of gummy, jelly, and hard candy. So the amount of gummy candy I have, the amount of jelly candy I have, and the amount of hard candy I have is going to add up to 9 pounds. Then they give me the cost. So the cost of the gummy candy is $2. The jelly is $3 per pound, and the hard candy is $3 a pound. And if you skip ahead, it says the total cost is $23. So this one's going to equal 23. Okay. Then I've got the mixture calls for 2 times as many gummy candy as jelly beans. So the gummy candy is equal to 2 times the jelly candy. Okay, so now I have my system of equations. So I need to go about solving these. Now this is set up nicely for substitution. You know, there's lots of methods for solving systems of equations. You have substitution, you have elimination, you have graphing is usually an option when you have x and y, but here we have x, y, and z, so we can't graph in 3 dimensions. So graphing's off the table. You have matrices you can use. This is set up for substitution, so let's go ahead and substitute. So we know that x equals 2y, so I'm going to substitute that here and here. So that's going to be 2y plus z equals 9, and 2 times 2y, right? So instead of x, I put a 2y, plus 3y plus 3z equals 23. And that simplifies, right? These are like terms. These are like terms. To 3y plus z equals 9. And this would be 4y plus 3y is 7y plus 3z equals 23. Okay, so now I've narrowed it down. You can still use substitution, elimination, matrices, but since this is such a long question, I'm going to go with matrices at this point to kind of shortcut things for me. So I'm going to go to second matrix, over to edit. This has 2 rows and 3 columns, and then I've entered in my numbers. So we have 3, 1, and 9, and then 7, 3, and 23. So we'll hit second quit, second matrix. This time we're going to math, and we're going to go down to number, option B, reverse reference, enter, then second matrix, enter. And then it gives me my answers. Okay, so this tells me that my y is equal to 2 and my z is equal to 3. And then I can hop over to this equation. X is twice as much as y, so y was 2. Z equals 3, and x is going to be double that, which will be 4. So our gummy candy was our x, so we're going to have 4 pounds of the gummy candy, 2 pounds of the jelly candy, and 3 pounds of the hard candy. Okay, Okay, so a little bit longer for this question, but stay organized. It helps to kind of label your columns to keep your variables straight. And feel free to use the matrices in the calculator to help you solve these quicker.